almost too much, Nick. But given what I get at home, I'm taking it. So thank you very much. Yes, I am the light entertainment for tonight, so apologies for that. Actually,
Unaccepted.
thank you. Been heckled already by one of the parents. This is going to be a good gig. Actually, when Carmel asked me to do this, I said, sure. Is it because I'm actually transitioning into secondary teaching myself and can share my own teaching experiences starting back at secondary school? She said, no. It's because we've got no money. We need someone that will do it for free. So hopefully you get your money's worth. As Nick said, I actually have a son at North Fitzroy in grade 5, Patrick, who actually said to me before I came out tonight, Dad, whatever you do, don't mention my name. I have to come to school tomorrow, and I don't want to be humiliated. So anyway, good luck, son. As Nick sort of alluded to, I have recently become a teacher, secondary maths and science. Because I do like the idea of marrying periodic tables, algebra and adolescence together. It's a bit like being a celebrant in a coma ward. Wake them up long enough and you might just find some love, or a better analogy. It's also because after 20 years as a civil engineer working mainly in sewage, and yes, it was crap, 2 years as a creative writer, and the last 2 as a stay-at-home dad / stand-up comedian. I do like silence. I figured it's never too late in life, guys, to become a failure at something else. Especially when you can be a role model to kids as you do it. It's called resilience, children. And besides, engineers and adolescents are pretty similar in the way they communicate. Although you hope at least with adolescents they might grow out of it. As Nick mentioned, I actually was privileged enough to do one of my teaching rounds here, grade 5, 6E. Big shout out to you guys. I think the awesomest class in the world, which I know because I subsequently taught at a secondary college. For legal reasons I can't mention, where I did sort of on occasions struggle with classroom discipline. Well, if you call being locked out of the classroom by the students, 3 days running. So I remember actually contacting my lecturer to get some advice on discipline, and he said, well, you've got kids yourself, haven't you? I said, yeah. He said, well, you just discipline them like you do when they misbehave. What? Call my wife? She's already pretty busy. Yelling at other people. But apparently tonight's not all about me. It's actually about these wonderful students sitting in the front graduating tonight, which is pretty exciting, isn't it? It is. So in keeping with the theme, I wanted to share a very quick story about my first day at secondary school. Arguably the worst day of my life. And like, I've had some bad ones, like the time in Thailand I thought I'd killed my kids. It turned out they were just asleep. Too much red wine on my part. The day my Test cricket playing career was shattered, worst 40th ever, and the day I fell asleep in Frankston. And woke up still in Frankston without my wallet. Yes, 1980, first day at Wangaratta Tech, which for me, coming from the small country town of Rutherglen, where I pretty much knew everyone by their first name, knackers. Except for Mrs. Murphy, she hated being called that. Wangaratta Tech seemed like Cold War Russia. Massive, intimidating, and a place you'd easily disappear. So first day of school, when I hesitantly stepped off the canary yellow Bedford bus, Rutherglen's finest, resplendent in my grey stubby school shorts. They were actually so short, these days you probably only ever wear at Mardi Gras. Freshly pressed grey shirt and long grey socks, as recommended to me by the recommended to my father by the man at Wangaratta Men's Land. You guys are a good audience. I should do all my gigs here. And polished black Barter Scout school shoes that actually left tiger paw prints when you walked across dirt. Do you remember those ones? Yeah, which I never really understood. Like, what sort of hunter would that fool?